Hello and welcome to TLC Karmic Coaching. I'm Tina, your karmic coach. Have you ever known anyone that caused you so much stress, so much, brought so much drama to your life, so much upset, so much disappointment that even when you see their name or if you realize that they're trying to reach you, that it causes your very nerves, your body tenses up and your you feel flustered, you feel like all of a sudden you just hear everything all over again, everything that you've ever been through with them. Have you ever experienced that, or do you have someone in your life that made you feel that way? And if so, there is a name for this. This is called emotional imprinting. It's not that you feel bitter about them. It's not that you feel grief about them being gone. It's not that you're angry at them, anything like that. It's just the residue of that chaos that they brought to your life is still present. Even at the sound of their name or a picture of them may very well trigger your nervous system. And especially if they're trying to come back into your life. If you start to feel all nervous, you feel stress in your neck and your arms and your back feels up, your stomach feel queasy. You start just feeling overwhelmed. That person has emotionally imprinted on you. And what you experiencing at the time when this happens is an emotional echo. It's not that you feel the fight or the arguments or anything like that. You don't feel like you in the middle of that, but you just hear it and your body remembers what that was like. It's like an old audio playing in the background in quiet moments. You might be sitting in peace and then this person either dials your phone or sends you a message somehow and it sends all of this trauma uninvited back into the recall parts of your memory. Yeah, they leave. Some people leave nervous system debris. What you don't realize that you have braced yourself so many times. You felt that tension so many times or felt irritable so many times. It's just not about them being present anymore. It's about how you had to protect yourself. So your nervous system, when it sees this person, notices that person trying to reach out to you or whatever it is, your nervous system automatically recalls everything. And that's when you know that you need your peace. This is spiritual interference. Those arguments weren't just noise, they were distractions. They tried to derail your peace, your clarity, and your personal healing. Those lingering thoughts, sounds, or feelings, they may be more spiritual than emotional. And it's a residue that's worth clearing. And today, I want to give you a tool to use. So if you can pause this for a second and maybe get a pen and piece of paper or find a way to record what I'm saying to you, we're going to do what's called an echo release ritual, silencing the unhealed voice. Okay, so maybe right now you already got your piece of paper, so let's get started. This is the echo release ritual. Step one, create your quiet space. You want to light a candle or burn an incense, something that makes this space as sacred and as peaceful and yours. I want you to have something symbolic nearby, whether a stone for weight, which is something you can feel, oil for healing, if you need to pray over yourself, or water for release or cleansing. Step 2, I want you to speak the sound to stillness. Say this out loud or write it if you prefer writing. You can use the male or female, depending on who it is. Her voice is not my burden. Her chaos is not my calling. Her absence is not my responsibility. I held space. I poured love. I built bridges, but she chose distance and she chose discord. I released the echo. I released the tension. I released the responsibility for her healing. Let the noise fall silent. Let the peace rise louder. Let my heart exhale what it should have never carried. Now we move to step 3. It's embody the release. So I want you to wash your hand in warm water, symbolizing the cleansing of your spirit. If you're comfortable, anoint your own forehead or chest with oil and speak. Only truth has permission to speak here. Step 4, reclaim your sanctuary. Close any digital portals that trigger anxiety, whether that means blocking, unfollowing, adjusting notifications on your social media from them. If it means, your text messages, blocking them on your phone. Whatever you have to do to close those digital portals, do it. Then I want you to play a piece of music that feels like you, something that's grounding, something clear. And declare out loud, or journal if you prefer, my compassion is powerful, but my boundaries are holy. This isn't just spiritual hygiene, people. It's reclamation. You're restoring the emotional landscape that this person left disrupted. And the beautiful part, you're doing it without hate, without hardness, just clarity. You have to set the boundaries. And that's not being mean. I know some of us are very compassionate. We're very loving. We try to help everybody that we can. But sometimes you have to set the boundaries to protect yourself. So the last thing that I'm going to give to you is an affirmation for silencing the echo. So whenever you feel like you hear that noise again, you feel that tension again from this person or anybody like that, you can read this affirmation to yourself. Maybe you keep it in your text somewhere, or maybe you got it written in your house somewhere. You keep it in your bathroom, or what have you might do with it. But here's the affirmation: I am not the keeper of anyone else's chaos. I gave truth, I gave grace, and I gave space to heal. Now I reclaim the silence that they refused to honor. Their voice no longer echoes in my spirit. Their absence no longer disrupts my peace. My home is a sanctuary. My heart is a fortress of love with boundaries. I do not owe access to those who've abandoned stewardship. I am free to protect what God entrusted to me. I move forward without apology. I walk with wisdom and I breathe without burden. I am whole. I am clear. I am no longer listening to voices that do not speak life. Now, that affirmation, you can either speak it aloud, you can write it in your journal a couple times if you need to. Revisit this whenever the noise tries to come back in. Whenever. And if you feel like you need to make something shorter out of it, pick out the things that's most important to you in this affirmation and make you a 2, 3 line small affirmation that you can use at any time. But it's important to set these boundaries and keep your peace. So that's all I have for you today. Love you much. Appreciate you much. And talk to you soon. God bless.